got an extremely special guest today. We have Kyle Kondor of Jomboy Media. Let's go.
Dude, extremely special. I'm flattered.
Extremely special.
I appreciate you having me on, though, bro.
Of course, we got an extremely special topic to talk about today.
Hell yeah.
And that is
one I
the
could agree
debate.
with.
We have an extremely it can get some fumes roaring in New York, and that's the debate between Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso. Now, let me start off by saying that this should not even be a debate in my eyes. So, obviously, let's just say Pete Alonso is a good baseball player. Is he Aaron Judge level? No. He had a great Rookie of the Year campaign. Was he as good as Aaron Judge is Rookie of the Year campaign? Not even close.
Pete Alonso's rookie campaign wasn't as good as Aaron Judge's season last year.
Exactly.
And Aaron Judge only played in 106 games or something like that.
102 games. And Aaron Judge still had a higher WAR than Pete Alonso, and he played in 161. Come on.
Dude, you don't got to try to convince me, bro. You're preaching to the choir. I will say I'm big on the best ability is availability. And right before the season started, I got some people going because I tweeted something stupid, which we all do. Like the Aaron Judge versus Pete Alonso debate is pretty fair and it's good for baseball. I got dragged through the floor by my Yankees friends, and I deserved it because I guess I didn't look into it enough, and they just ripped me to shreds with numbers and stuff. Yeah. And people keep screenshotting me saying the best ability is availability, and until Judge can stay healthy, Pete is giving him a run for his money. Well, guess what? I could go back on that because Aaron Judge is now healthy, and there's no baseball player on the planet as good as he is right now, including Mike Trout. Even if Mike Trout was playing, he would not be doing better than Judge. It's literally impossible. The dude has 6
I'm not going to argue.
5 games.
It's ridiculous. When Aaron Judge is on the field, just like you said, I'm a firm believer that when he's healthy on the field, he's the best player in the game. There's no one with the tools that he has on the field, and we saw it tonight against Boston. He's a game changer. Game changer.
Judge is putting on such a show, bro. A-Rod compared him to Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, LeBron today. I was like, yo, like
when you put him in that class, dude. It's like, come on.
He's the first Yankee that you really can't miss an at bat. Like, do not miss a Judge at bat. Like, go get your food, take a piss, whatever you gotta do. You better be in your seat when Judge is up. He's literally the first Yankee since prime A-Rod that I feel like that's a thing for. Like, don't miss at bats. Period. Or else you're missing such an exciting time.
And also, it's the marketability of Aaron Judge. So we know that he's number one in jersey sales, but the way he carries himself on the field is not comparable to anyone else in the league.
Yep.
Not only is he on the best franchise,
he is so respectful. The whole league, I believe, loves him. Can't confirm really, but we talked to a bunch of players behind the scenes, and none of them have said that anybody dislikes Aaron Judge. And sometimes the players will tell us if they dislike a guy or something. Anyway, Judge is so marketable, bro. He's 6'7", 280. He's literally one of the most impressive athletes on the planet. And baseball has needed a guy like that for so long. And here it is, bro. I mean, he's good looking. Everybody likes him, and he's subtly
a great-looking man.
Yeah, he's subtly pretty cocky. He'll throw a shot. He'll do a belt round in third base. I remember in Chicago last season, I think it was, or maybe 2 years ago now, there were some White Sox fans heckling him in right field, and he hits a bomb the next inning, and he points at them. But it's great, bro. People love it. It's not – he never crosses the line. He always gets right up to it. The boombox in Fenway Park. He's good, man.
That was a little rough. I'm not going to lie. That's my one knock on Judge.
That was only because he got old takes exposed. Yeah. Now, if we go on and win that series, which we didn't even come close to doing, unfortunately, he looks great.
Yeah.
Dude, off topic, but Lance Lynn was on Jomboy and Jake and Plouf's Talking Baseball podcast. And he came on there, and they were telling him how much they love his fire and his passion. And Lance Lynn said something like, it's funny, when I'm doing good, people call it fire and passion. When I'm doing bad, people say I have a bad attitude.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Bro. It's true. No matter what you do sometimes, in hindsight, hindsight vision is always 2020. So like
Mhm.
we could even take that back to Aaron Boone's decision. I think it was maybe last night's game when David Hale was in a 5-2 game in the ninth. In hindsight, sure, it was a good decision, but you had fans at the moment saying, "Oh, bring in Britain."
Yeah.
Sometimes hindsight's 2020. But
Yeah.
regardless, another thing that Judge has on Alonso by far, his defense. Like
Dude,
Aaron Judge is easily one of the best
can we get
defensive.
one thing out of the way before we like
Like, come
continue
on,
with like? Can we get one thing out of the way before we continue like saying
go for it.
one reason that dude? Look at the two of them as we speak. Dude, Pete
That's all you
Alonso
need to look at.
absolutely
It's.
sucks, bro. Like
Did you see
he's
him destroy the dugout today?
oh yeah,
Brett
I was
Gardner
on it.
style.
Somebody DM me. My guy Wayne Cavati on Twitter. He's a pretty good follow. Good, great guy. He DM'd me and was like, dude, like Pete Alonso looks like a mess right now. I was like, uh-oh. Got my laptop, went back in the game, like posted it immediately. Bro, the Braves announcers were like, looks like the polar bear has been in hibernation during this series. And then they
That's
were
what I'm
like,
saying.
and then he slams his bat, and the announcers were like, it's not the bat's fault. Like,
But that's why it's also the marketability, because even when Aaron Judge is in his worst slump, you'll
never see
never see
that.
him doing that. You'll know because he's always calm, cool, collected, and
Which
he knows how good he is.
Which to an extent, that stuff is exciting. Like it's exciting when Guardy does it, and we love it. It gets us fired up. Paul O'Neill, we loved it. But with a guy like Aaron Judge, who's classy and shit, it would kind of throw us off if he were to start slamming helmets and whatnot. It's
Yeah.
just out of character for him.
Yeah, it's just not like it's not what you expect out of him. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
one thing if Guardy does it, but it's another thing if Jeter did it. And Judge is the second coming of Jeter.
Yeah,
So
every player's got their MO. It works for
yeah.
some guys, looks dumb for others. If we're being honest, Pete Alonso looked dumb doing it today. Like,
Yeah.
period.
That's all you have to say about that.
Yeah,
But
so go ahead. You were
also,
getting into the defensive stuff.
yeah, so defensive metrics, Aaron Judge, if Mookie Betts wasn't in the league, now he's out of the American League now.
Yeah.
Judge is easily a Gold Glove winner every single season. Any way you look at it, this man had 8 defensive runs saved in his rookie year, and he had 20 defensive runs saved last season
A healthy
when he only
judge,
played 100 games.
a
Come
healthy
on.
judge gives Matt Chapman a run for platinum glove.
Easily. And the
Yeah.
arm, bro, the
Mhm.
arm. I've never seen someone have such an effortless gun in the outfield.
It's remarkable.
Like,
One thing
Puig
I'm
has a
not
gun, but it looks like he's very aggressive when he does it. Judge, he
yeah,
just tosses it in there, and it's a rocket.
I am not afraid to admit when I'm not like the smartest person on planet Earth. I like to make baseball fun, but I'm not like some analytic nerd. Like I don't
Yeah,
think I know
same.
literally everything on the planet. Like I watch every single pitch of every single game, so of course I'm gonna know some things. And like I keep up with the trends and stuff like that. But I'm not a nerd. One thing I'm not that well versed on is defensive metrics. So I just kind of like see it and I'm like, okay, I'll take your word for it. But then when it says like somebody like Gio is bad, I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
really
they're
use it
definitely iffy
anymore.
sometimes.
But that said, you look at Pete Alonso, you look at Aaron Judge. Pete Alonso plays first base, and he's clearly not that good at it. Aaron Judge plays right field, and he's so obviously just – dude, the ball goes out there. You never expect him to do something dumb.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's no better feeling as a baseball fan than that.
Yeah. I agree 100%. That's why shout out Dan Rourke, because I was talking to Dan last week, and as everyone should know, Dan is the biggest Aaron Judge supporter. You cannot say one bad thing about Judge Sim. But we were
I
talking
pick on
before
him
the
about it all the
season.
time.
Yeah, we were talking before the season, and I was like, I'm the biggest Judge fan out there too. But if he does miss time this season, you
Gotta stay
could
healthy.
classify him as injury prone. And he's really just proving everyone wrong this season. And I think it's so important. This is he knows how big this is for him.
He looks so healthy, bro.
He's
And
on a
so,
mission.
knock on wood, whatever.
I got wood right here. Knocking on it.
Him and Giancarlo both look so healthy, bro. So healthy. And
Yep.
like it's refreshing. Like, geez,
Yeah.
round and third base, full speed, sliding home on plays he doesn't even need to slide
That's
on.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
knock on wood, dude. But like,
They're on a
whatever. You
mission. They're
can't
on a
keep all
mission.
these thoughts inside.
And I know it's because like they see the window of opportunity. It's here. Justin Verlander's out. Who knows what his future is with the Astros? And the Astros don't look as good as they have the past couple years. The pitching isn't there. They have no more Cole. We stole him. Greinke's Greinke, and who knows what you get out of McCullers. So if we get them in a playoff series, I'm confident.
sometimes we're like, all right, who's ready for this? Like, I'm going to say something that I would never tweet. My thing is I had this weird conspiracy, and I may have posted about this before, but it's been subtle. I think during the 162-game season, the Yankees kind of baby players because, like last year, we sort of knew that we had the division locked up since, like day one. Like, once we saw the Red Sox suck, we knew the Rays weren't that good. They're good, not that good. They weren't going to win the division. So I think the Yankees do some phantom IL stints. I think they baby players. Like, hamstring strain, sure, 10-day IL. If it was a 15-day IL, it's a little bit of a different story. But this season, 60 games, it's a sprint. So you can't really do these little phantom IL stints anymore. Granted, 16 teams make the playoffs. So when the Yankees do clinch, like next week, you're probably going to see some of that stuff because it's like, well, we clinched already anyway. Having home field for that first series will be big, but I think that's going to happen regardless. So we're probably still going to get some of those phantom IL stints. I just kind of hope they tell Judge and Giancarlo to push through because at this point it's becoming like a marketability problem for them. And I think they need to get those guys out on the field.
I agree 100%. And also, I think what it is these guys are playing with a chip on their shoulder. They hate how last season ended. And they know heading into the season that they had something to prove. That's why we said, Judge, this was his year with something to prove. Giancarlo, he has something to prove this year. And also, he has an opt-out at the end of the year. So they're both playing for something. So, and also, you had your hot take. I think I'm going to give mine.
All right, go for it, bro. Love it.
Usually we got 162 games in the baseball season. This year we got 60. Now, obviously, I'm a fan of the grind. I'm a fan of everything. Now, I'm not saying 60 games is the way to go. But if we wanted to cut down the season to 100 games to limit injuries and make games worth more, I wouldn't be opposed to a 100-game season.
You're killing me, Pat.
I wouldn't hate it.
Oh, I want to disagree with you so bad.
Because, all right, let me prove my point a little bit more.
You're making a good point.
I'm going to make a good point out of this. So I feel like every game here is worth something. If this was the middle of June right now and the Yankees are playing against the awful Red Sox, I wouldn't even care. But I'm on the edge of my seat for every pitch and every bat because I know that this all means something. That's why the Yankees are off to such a good start. They usually start off slow because they know at the end they'll be fine anyway. But they knew if they started off bad this year, it could be trouble.
And they have started off bad the past 2 seasons.
That's
like
what
really
I'm saying.
bad. So
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I don't hate it. What your reasoning behind it is fantastic. I'm just one of those weird fans that I'm on the edge of my seat for all 162.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean,
at times. So are you. But we are trying to attract more fans, which I'm going to slide in with this. Baseball is nowhere near dying. Baseball has plenty of fans. I'm tired of the whole baseball's dying. We need to change this and that.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Look at us, Rob Manfred.
Wrong,
come on.
dude. It's plain wrong. And I've never been more convinced than when I started working for Jomboy. And you post like one little tweet and you've got 2,000 likes and 1,000 responses. Dude, today I said, who's your favorite Yankees player on Talking Yanks? I post from there. Yeah. And it got almost 2,000 responses. Bro, that's not a dying industry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just not. So, anyway, I don't even remember what we were talking about now because that's a
shorter season.
Oh, so I'm just weird, bro. But, like, I think you would attract more fans if you did that. So I wouldn't hate it. But, God, dude, if they did it, you'd have some boomers just –
You would. You already have the boomers pissed. God, I mean, look at this season. We got 7-inning doubleheaders. We got man on second to start extra innings, expanded playoffs.
I would log out of Twitter for like at least 24 hours.
And
bro.
Facebook. Don't forget Facebook. Gotta deactivate Facebook permanently. But also, like, look at the Orioles. Like, they're in second place right now.
Yeah. I love that they beat the Sox and then they swept the Rays.
The Orioles on fire.
Swept them 2 games.
If the Yankees were a little bit worse, they could have beaten us too. They had us on the ropes.
Mm-hmm. They did. They looked pretty good.
Back to the man, Aaron Judge.
Mm-hmm.
There's just kind of one more point I wanted to make about why Aaron Judge is the man. Now, obviously, looking at Pete Alonso, we were talking about the marketability. And there was one thing he did last season that pissed me off and kind of made me an anti-Pete Alonso guy. And that is the
Okay.
way he celebrated his record-breaking rookie home
Oh,
run.
okay.
I mean, so coming from my perspective, your team is out of the playoff race. You
Sure.
guys did not succeed this season. And you just hit a home run that broke the rookie record. Sure, it's a great personal accomplishment.
Yeah,
But you're
sure.
rounding the bases with your arms pumped in the air in a
Like Mark
season when your
McGwire
team
shit.
Mark McGwire, you're like Mark McGwire, and your team didn't even make the playoffs, nor did you get close. So
All right. Go
it's
ahead.
tough because, like, your team's watching you celebrate a personal accomplishment when you couldn't have an accomplishment as a team. I like the way Judge did it. I think the way Judge did it in a season when he carried his team to the playoffs was much better. But I don't know. I don't like players celebrating personal accomplishments like
Did
that when
Judge
the team isn't as good.
did Judge even celebrate it? I don't even remember.
No, he rounded the bases like it was home
Yeah.
run number 14. Like,
So I'm okay with either side, but I'm big on emotion. Like NBA players, for example, great league. NBA is doing a great job with marketing players and stuff like that. So many stars, like celebrities at this point, those players are. And part of it's because they get so pumped over every little thing, dude. It can be like Pelicans Bucks, like Thursday night. And
let
like
me not get my point twisted. If that was a walk-off home run, completely different story because he just got his team the win. But his
yeah.
team didn't gain anything from this. But you could go on.
I'm just big on don't let emotion offend you because
Sure.
it really is what we watch it for. It's entertainment, dude.
Sure.
So like if the dude's proud of himself, he's not offending anybody. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like he's not like, yeah, I did this shit like Aaron Judge, like flipping him off and stuff. Like so if you want to be emotional, like I love Ronald Acuna's emotion, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could go on and on. There's some unbelievably emotional players, and I think those are the guys. Walker Buehler gets so pumped after so many
Yeah.
strikeouts and stuff. So,
I
like,
guess I'm just privileged as a Yankee fan where it's like
sure.
I'm so used to like winning where I'm like, how could a player be on a losing team and like celebrate like this for something that they did on their
If you
own? You know what I
think
mean?
about it, look at the way Mets fans carried themselves this offseason. We heard one thing from them all
Yeah.
offseason, and we continue
True.
to hear it, and it's the fact that he broke this record. Dude, we talk
Also,
about the Judge home run record like once in a blue moon.
I forgot about it, to be honest with you. But
Yeah.
also, let's not forget, Judge had that home run against the Cardinals, which should have counted as a home run, which makes the record tied. So just keep that in mind.
I don't know anything about that. What's the story there? I
Yeah,
forgot
so
that.
basically, I want to say it was a game in April, late April 2017. There was a game against the Cardinals at Yankee Stadium. There was a home run that Judge hit to right center field that they didn't count as a home run, but it clearly
Uh,
went over the wall, but they didn't count it. So
you're
that
giving
therefore
me
left him at
ammo, Pat.
52. I'm giving you
You're giving me
ammo there.
ammo. Yeah. Next time a Pete Alonso person comes in my mentions, which they're always there. I feel like they've given up lately, which is amazing. I think they collectively agreed to like stop giving me the attention because
You
it's
just
like just
trigger them.
it's just amazing. And next time one of them says something about that damn record, I'm
Do it.
saying the thing about them. I'll literally post a screenshot of the Judge home run in St. Louis.
I'll send it to you.
Please, please. Yeah, dude. I think they kind of gave up, part because they don't want to give me attention anymore, part because literally what I'm tweeting is facts at this point. I'm literally not
Yeah.
saying anything. I'm not saying Pete Alonso sucks, nothing. I just post it. I literally put what the broadcaster saying quotes, or I'll put his OPS. Like, don't get mad at me for that.
Yeah.
Get mad at Pete.
Yeah, how could you talk about Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso without Kyle? It's like talking about milk without cookies, you know?
Bro, I love it. I love it. Yeah, man, I'm always down. We need to like I could be like your Aaron Judge versus Pete Alonso like specialist, bro. Like bring me on like
Easily.
right before the playoffs, and we'll do like another like update on this. And I'm sure Pete Alonso is gonna ride into the playoffs. The Mets are gonna be like the 8 seed. He's gonna have like a 432 OPS. Like Dom Smith is gonna be competing for the job.
Bottom line, I think we really made our point here that Aaron Judge is simply the man. There's no debate. There's no question. Aaron Judge is not only better than Pete Alonso, but he's better than every other player in Major League Baseball. And that's all I have to say about the argument here.
If Aaron Judge keeps this up, he is going to solidify himself as the best baseball player on the planet.
100%.
Now, longevity matters, so it'd be nice if he did it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, like Trout has. But, like,
Yep.
if we're talking right now, this season, Judge keeps this up, best player on the planet. Period.
For sure. Awesome for you to joining us tonight, Kyle.
Appreciate
Right
you, bro.
after an awesome Yankees win against the Red Sox.
Yeah, well, I do owe you a bit of an apology because you're the man, bro, and I kept you waiting a little bit because
No
when a
worries.
game like that happens, of course, I work for Jomboy, so that's got to come first. It's my job, and I love it. So when a game like that happens, bro, I got to be on top of the posting and the content and stuff. So it took me a little bit to get on here. I apologize, bro.
No worries. But all you guys should definitely go follow Kyle on Twitter at KyleMYY. Stay posted for all of his Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge hot takes. They're not really that hot, but stay posted for them.
Appreciate you, bro.
But on that note, we will see you guys next time and have a good one.
All right, bro.